In the opening prayer, we asked God to fill once more the hearts of the believers with His divine grace. The happening of the first reading, where the Holy Spirit came upon the apostles in a tangible way, is not only history. Evidently, God intends to continue His work through the Holy Spirit. This is the time of the Holy Spirit. Since the day of Pentecost, we need to look at the signs to understand the message God is willing us to receive. The narratives of the descent of the Holy Spirit that operated the glossolalia, where the apostles started to speak in different languages, is clearly in parallel with the first reading that was proclaimed at the Vigil Mass, when the descendants of Adam and Eve decided to build a big city and a tower with its top in the sky. In that story, they were disobeying God's will, who wanted them to fill the earth and hallow His name and not theirs. On that occasion, God gave them also a certain kind of glossolalia, but with the difference that they could not understand each other. Some of you have experienced something similar. When you go and visit another country, you stop at a church on Sunday and you're surprised to understand the liturgy, even if you don't understand the language. And in a less spiritual allegory, you're treated by the host of the hotel or of any public place in such a gentle form that it seems that you can communicate with them. This liturgy shows us there are two ways of living our faith: with pride and without caring for God, or with humility and docility to the Holy Spirit. Babel and the confusion of tongues represent the people of the world who forgot that they were created by God and started acting as if the world belonged to them. They ignore God's rules and organize life in their own way. The result of that is the confusion of tongues. It is not so much a punishment from God, but the result of this attitude. When you don't understand someone, you just ignore him. You're indifferent, you gossip, you're jealous, envious. There's no love. And this happens not only when you don't understand someone's language, but even if you do. We don't say hello to people on the street, in the neighborhood, at the store. We don't care. We don't care about them. We are not sensitive to them. We are insensitive to what the news say. We help people only in our entourage. This attitude develops all the evil in the world: slaughters, robbery, lies, adultery, and all kind of injustice. Only in that way mankind obeyed the order of God and filled the earth. And this attitude continues separating people from one another. Am I wrong? The Holy Spirit comes to resolve this disorder. He comes to reconcile the world with God and with itself. We see how the apostles were empowered by Him and went all around the world preaching. Many times we are tempted to think that we are God's. We are the ones, especially if we have money. Jesus sends the Holy Spirit because He works faster than Him and than us. His work is not external, but internal. He works in the hearts of people. We need to listen to God's message and learn to be docile. We experience it when we spend quiet time in prayer. He starts working. We experience it when we take advantage of the graces received in the sacraments, when we receive them with open hearts. He changes our minds, our way of thinking. The world needs to learn to pay attention to God. This is our mission as disciples of Christ, to show God. Mary gave us a perfect example. She is not at the center of the gospel. Her words were very simple in the gospel, of docility, an invitation for us to listen to Him. At the wedding in Cana, for instance, she told the disciples, "Do whatever He will ask you." In this feast of Pentecost, let us welcome the gift of the Holy Spirit. Let us Him fill our lives and enjoy His gifts of wisdom, understanding, counsel, fortitude, knowledge, piety, and fear of the Lord. Come, Holy Spirit, let us go around the world and change it by His love and His action.